It's time to slay some beasts. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video game monster hunters. For this list, we'll be looking at characters from across the history of video games who spend their time hunting and slaying terrible creatures, be it professionally or survival. Let's roll.
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Number 10, Turok series. Based on the comic book character of the same name, this series follows various heroes who pass the mantle of Turok down across generations. Their job? To keep the real world separate from the Lost Land, home to all sorts of deadly creatures. And since creatures across time and space can be transported there via portals, each Turok usually has his hands full. Across the series, Turok has had to face dinosaurs, aliens, fire-based behemoths, giant spiders, and all manner of other nasty beasties. Luckily, each game gives Turok a devastating arsenal of goodies. These include the highly explosive fusion cannon and the legendary cerebral boar. Number 9, the Dovahkiin, The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Meaning dragonborn or born hunter of dragonkind, the Dovahkiin is a legendary hero with the body of a mortal and the soul of a dragon. A prophecy foretells that this hero will appear to kill Alduin, an evil dragon and Nordic god of destruction. But there are plenty of other monsters for you to hunt down across the vast Skyrim. Quests will send you to all corners of the world to vanquish giants, Draugr, frostbite spiders, skeleton warriors, trolls, and much, much more. The Dovahkiin is only as powerful as the player makes them, as they're highly customizable, from race to the powers and weapons they use. However you approach it, Skyrim tasks players with living up to the legend, and monsters better beware. Dovahkiin, here I am. Number 8, the Hunter Bloodborne. Not much is known about the Hunter from Bloodborne. In fact, their background is decided on by the player. What matters is how big of a ruthless, monster-annihilating machine the player can become. The Hunter travels to Yharnam in search of a cure for their disease, and upon receiving a blood transfusion, they are tasked with participating in the hunt to find the mysterious Pale Blood. Not only are there despicable humans waiting to tear you limb from limb, but also a plethora of nightmare-inducing creatures. Morbid bloodlickers, grotesque scorpions, and massive slithering maggots are just a few of the things waiting for you in the dark. Best keep your wits about you. Number 7, Aloy, Horizon Zero Dawn. Armed with the Focus, this outcast is able to spot weak points in the increasingly violent machines roaming her world. She becomes a seeker after surviving a violent attack and is tasked with bringing justice to those responsible. Aloy's journey puts her in direct conflict with the mechanized beasts that viciously target all humans. And the further Aloy gets from her home, the more intimidating they become. Bone-crunching sawtooths will leap at Aloy with startling speed, while camouflage stalkers lay mines in wait for their prey. But these are nothing compared to bigger machines like the Corruptor, which is armed with grenade launchers and can increase the power of other machines around it. It's a good thing Aloy has an impressive arsenal of her own. Number 6, Dante, Devil May Cry series. Born of the demons Sparta and the human mother Eva, Dante has some pretty impressive abilities. And as a devil hunter, he has plenty of opportunity to put them to good use. When the price is right, this mercenary has superhuman strength, speed, and stamina, and can also channel demonic energy into weapons to make them more powerful. Alternatively, he can activate Devil Trigger, which transforms him and greatly increases his power. However, Dante is typically happy using his trusty sword or twin handguns to rip through demonic hordes. And with such style, too. There's a variety of formidable demons to vanquish, but Dante doesn't sweat it. He may be scared of demons, but demons should be scared of him. Number 5. Wander, Shadow of the Colossus. Although he's not the flashiest hunter on the list, Wander does take down some terrifying titans. Shadow of the Colossus follows his hero as he strikes a deal with a disembodied entity to resurrect a girl named Mono. In order to do so, Wander must find and destroy 16 colossi. Armed with only a sword, bow and arrow, and his trusty steed Aggro, Wander hunts down some of the most stunning behemoths in all of gaming. Each Colossus presents a different challenge, such as climbing Gaius's gigantic stone sword or luring Bassaran over geysers while simultaneously avoiding its electric attacks. And while every Colossus is terrifying in its own special way, Wander's desire to save Mono is stronger than any of them. Number 4. Hunter, Monster Hunter series. It wouldn't be a monster hunting list without Monster Hunter. Each game in Capcom's action RPG series tasks players with stepping into the profession of a hunter. It's a difficult job, but someone's got to do it. Working with the Hunters Guild and locals, the hunter accepts quests to slay or research dangerous beasts. The more quests you complete and the more monsters you hunt, the better loot you'll gain and the more powerful you'll become. And power is essential, given that many of the beasts you come across are certainly worthy of the classification epic. A surplus of dragons, wyverns, dinosaur, and crustacean-like monsters provide a variety of danger with designs that would make J.R.R. Tolkien proud. Number 3. Link, the Legend of Zelda series. Link is one of gaming's first monster hunters. Every incarnation of the famous hero is tasked with facing off against wicked beasts that roam the land, terrorizing the citizens of Hyrule. And without fail, he always rises to the challenge. Whether it be against classic Moblins, Tektites, and Peahats, or the towering guardians in Breath of the Wild, Link goes at it alone and inevitably comes out victorious. Temples and dungeons usually bring the biggest threats, with ferocious bosses that magically spread evil to the surrounding areas. But armed with courage and raw talent for wielding a wide variety of weapons, Link perseveres for the good of the people, making him one of the more admirable entities on this list. Number 2. Geralt of Rivia, The Witcher series. The most famous of his profession, Geralt of Rivia has become one of gaming's most iconic monster slayers. Every Witcher undergoes a mysterious ritual where they ingest mutagenic compounds to give them magical abilities. They also train rigorously for years to strengthen their body for what's to come. In a world not only ravaged by war, but fantastically horrific beasts as well, Geralt is well suited to his mercenary endeavors. Each deadly encounter requires strategy and just the right combination of spells, potions, and weapons. With griffins, dragons, wraiths, djinn, vampires, and more having fallen by his hand, Geralt is one of the most respected Witchers of all time. Or rather, he would be if Witchers weren't treated like garbage.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Luigi, Luigi's Mansion series. Alright, we're messing with you. Here's the real number 1. Number 1. The Belmont Clan, Castlevania series.
You're not Baron Leon Belmont.
Just Leon Belmont.
No video game characters have devoted their lives to hunting monsters quite like the Belmonts have. While they aren't the only protagonists in the Castlevania series, they are certainly the most prominent. Each Belmont has passed the profession of monster hunting down for generations, starting with Leon Belmont in the 11th century. While most of the time the Belmonts are attempting to vanquish Dracula, this pits them against his vast army of nightmarish creatures. Across the decades-long series, the Belmonts have faced monsters from all corners of lore, from zombies to minotaurs and medusas to demons. But as long as they have a whip and a bit of holy water, they'll be just fine.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
Make you go ta-da.